Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rechakadash. Give honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and who teach well much. Peace and mercy to the hopeful elect. Your brothers and your sisters wholeheartedly waiting upon the Lord Yahweh, to send his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, to deliver us from this captivity. To you I say Shalom. This is going to be a quick in-transit video, just touching bases on this whole vocab alone thing. You know, he bombarded the GMS Cleveland brothers, and you know, this is just more tale of, you know, who the devil is, man. Because, you know, the apostles give him the benefit of the doubt sometimes, but I think and wholeheartedly believe Vocab alone is an Edomite who was set up to frustrate the building of this spiritual temple, right, in these last days. As it is written, ye are the temple of the Most High. Also it is written that we are all lively stones, built up a spiritual house, right? So this man is trying to frustrate the building, and he's looking for any method, any tactic, any type of wordplay to, you know, cause what is the word? Sow doubt within the minds of the Israelites, right? But guess what? The elect is not going to fall for that, man. You know, the elect is going to have faith, right? As it is written, that we be no longer tossed to and fro with every wind of doctrine. This is the reason why we do these videos. This is the reason why we going on highways and the byways, is to what? Feed the sheep. Yahweh Shai said it multiple times to Peter, right? 3 times to be exact. Feed my sheep, feed my lambs, feed my sheep. It's a reason. Because when you have to understand, like, this word, this gospel, you know, it's likened unto a meal. It's likened unto food. You know, Isaiah the 55th chapter. So when you're not engaged and involved within this word, you know, your spirit starts to crave something to eat, you know. And this is the only thing. That's why you read that Isaiah 55 1. It's about like 4 or 5 maybe, and it says that, you know, that their soul may be fat, right? So back to the point, you know, this man came up to the Cleveland brothers, right, and just sowing discord, man. He's not genuine, you know. He's very, very arrogant. You know, he tries to use little small encounters and exaggerate them and broaden it out to make it seem like, you know, we're just aggressive and whatever the case is, man. It's just, it's tacky as hell, man. It's tacky, it's lame. You know, you ain't got nothing else better to do because you were set up to do this, you know, and it's stressing you the hell out, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has the spirit on his prophets to rebuke, reprove, to exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. And because this word is greater than all you people on the earth, man. You know, the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is greater than all of you people. That's why it says, let the Most High be truth and every man a liar. You can't do nothing against this truth but for it. Because it's like, if we were just crazy, we were just didn't, you know what the hell we were talking about, as it is written, this will come to naught. Acts 5 and 38. But because it's not coming to naught, because it's getting bigger, it's getting more abundant, overwhelmingly abundant, they have to keep trying to throw stones and rocks and, you know what I'm saying, sabotage, right? It is going to, they're now at the point where they're realizing they can't do nothing verbally against this truth. That's why they're going to come down with great wrath. That's why the scriptures say let's grab that. 2 Ezra 16 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. Right? Who is that talking about? It's talking about these fucking Edomites, man. Right? Really starting with the elites. It says, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. Right? And that's talking about the MOTB, so-called, well, the RFID chip, really. You know, let's just put it like that. It is what it is. We sugarcoating shit. You know, we gonna tell you like it is. Let's say the holy scriptures, man. That's what the mark of the beast is. And you're gonna be idle because a lot of these jobs are gonna be taken by AI. You know, there was a video clip, you know, a brother posted in the chat, you know, old Justice League cartoon, you know, that was going into it. You know, that all work would be automated. All right, now we should be back. I'm going to read this again. 2 Ezra 16, 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. And that's what I was talking about. The old cartoon, I believe it was Justice League. They had Batman, Superman, whatever the case was. And they were just like, I might either put that in this clip or not, but I don't know. Or I might just do a video on it, Yahweh. But ultimately, all jobs will be replaced through AI and automation, right? Automation and technology. So that burning wrath of a great multitude is ultimately these high elite bankers, man. These Edomites. They're going to come down with great wrath because this word has gone into the gates of the noble, and they're trying to send their little lackey, you know, what's his name, man? Agent Riser. You know, they're trying to send men to frustrate the building. But guess what? You can't do nothing against this truth, man. The only way you're going to stop, so to speak, this movement, this awakening, this ministry is when you come down with great wrath, man. You're gonna have to put your hands on the prophets. And when you do that, it's it's over, man. And you know it. You fucking know it. But guess what? Hey, the elect is gonna be sealed. You know, the 1/3 is gonna receive this word, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and they're gonna be delivered, man. So, I didn't watch the whole clip, you know, Yahweh, I'll watch it, you know, maybe I'll come back and do another video on it. I just wanted to touch on it real fast because, you know, we're at the end, man. We're really at the end, and it's evident. This whole war with Iran, you know, the Strait of Hormuz, right? Joel 2:20. And you got Jeremiah 49:20 also speaking very loudly because they're something is going to happen for America to completely and fully invest their military might into backing up Israel or helping them with whatever it is. And we believe that it's starting with this war with Iran, you know, and it's going to get so bad to the point to where Russia is going to get involved. And when Russia gets involved, that's when Ezekiel the 38th chapter is going to be in effect, when he's going to be as it is written, a guard unto the Persians. Modern day Persians are the Iranians. You can look that up. You can Google that, right? They changed their name from Persia to Iran in 1935, right? So yeah, this is what we're up against, man, right? Esau, Edom, our natural born enemy, literally our natural born enemy, our evil twin brother, right? He's put in a predicament where this word, because you have to understand, bro, you have to understand that on a non-spiritual level, we had no business doing everything that we're doing now, man. Waking up, reading the Bible, cussing this man out on the highways and the byways, flooding internet and YouTube with these videos and scriptures, prophecy. Oh, and that was another thing, that I wanted to just touch on real quick, because the brother kept saying, he said it over and over and over again. What about prophecy? What about prophecy? What about prophecy? What about prophecy? And Vocab Malone, he didn't want to touch on it, man. He didn't want to talk about it. Trying to keep changing the subject. That's something that, brothers, remember this. These Christians do not control the narrative. They do not control the narrative. Whenever you encounter a Christian, if they're coming up to the camp or somebody, and really, if it's somebody outside, and you just kind of out and about, I would just say leave them alone. Don't even engage, man. Fall back. But if you are doing the work, and a Christian come up to the camp and they, oh, well, what about this? What about that? And they're not trying to be reasonable. They're not really trying to learn. They're just being combative. Hey, you got several options, man. You can bring prophecy up, talk about prophecy, or if it gets bad, man, kick the dust off your feet. Shake the dust off your feet and move on, man. Because we're at the very end, as the apostles say. If a nigga can't get it, we moving on, man. We moving on. And right now, it's clear and evident that Vocab Malone is definitely a plant, an agent, and he is set up to try and make the ministry look bad, man. So I just wanted to make that real quick through the spirit, giving all praises, glory, and honor again to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Shalom.